Hi, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heining, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course.
Brad, the title today is Top 3 Exercises for a Herniated Disc. What we're going to do is we're going to go right into the exercises because we know people are impatient. And at the end, we're going to show what a herniated disc is and how and why those exercises work.
Yeah, we got an excellent model to really show.
Yeah, really, it's really cool. So, right now we need a pillow.
Oh, pillow. We got one. Go ahead, throw it in, Steve.
All right, we'll start off with number 1. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get the back bending this way.
Right.
So to start into that direction, you're going to start by just laying on your stomach. Now, if you can't do this, what we're looking for is normally getting pain down your leg with a herniated disc.
Sure.
What we're looking for is that pain comes out of the leg and goes into the back.
We call it centralizing.
Centralizing,
yep.
Exactly. So if you go like this and it starts making the pain in your leg worse, maybe you want to start with the pillow underneath you like this.
Right.
And just lay like this for a while.
Right.
Watch TV, read a book, I don't care what you do.
Probably about 5 minutes or so.
About 5 minutes, yeah. Now if you can tolerate this right away, and you can tolerate getting up on your elbows, go ahead and do it this way.
Right. Again, it should make it feel better and the pain should be coming out of your leg.
And you see how it's starting to bend my back the other way.
Right.
It's bending into extension. If that is too much, an alternative would be just to lay on a pillow like this.
Right.
I'm still getting a little bit of back bend, and I'm starting to work in the right direction.
Right. So the goal is to kind of reverse that arch in the back to come up, which will help reduce or eliminate that herniated disc. But too much too soon is not going to work, and your body's going to tell you it's going to be uncomfortable, make pain down your leg worse. Red flag, stop doing.
Okay, so the next day, or even the same day, if that worked out pretty good, now we're going to start doing what we call prone extensions.
Yeah.
So what you're going to start with is your hands underneath your shoulders here, like you're going to do a push-up. We call it a press-up.
Yeah.
And you're going to press your body up, keeping your pelvis down the whole time. Brad, what's my pelvis? Show them what my pelvis is.
I always have people, my patients, and they pretend there's a belt around your waistline holding your waist to the floor or the table, whatever you're at. So like I'm pushing here, stabilizing that.
What you don't want is this. You don't want your pelvis coming up like this. And this is what I have a lot of people do because they're very stiff in the back. So you can start with your hands back here if that's too much for you and just start going like this.
Right.
As you get more advanced, you can put your hands down lower and really bend your back up like this. But this is the exercise. You go in pressure on, pressure off.
How long are you going to hold it up there, Bob?
You can go 5 seconds if you want to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can just say pressure on, pressure off.
And you might start with only going up this high.
Yeah, you may only go up this high.
And as you get better, as the herniation improves, then your height will go up typically.
You're looking for the same things on this though. You're looking for the pain to go out of the leg and into the back. Or even if it shortens up in the leg. Let's say it was going the entire leg and now it's just going up to the thigh. That's a good sign.
Right, absolutely.
We're trying to get it out of the leg first. If this makes the pain worse in the leg, then you may have to try something else.
Right.
All right, what's the last one, Brad? The third exercise.
And this one is standing. Hands here at the belt line, waistline. I usually put my thumbs in there. You can go like this, and you're just going to extend backwards gently.
Basically a back bend.
Right. Usually this one doesn't come until you can do this one.
Right.
And then you're going to extend backwards, but don't hang out there like this for 5 minutes. It's just back, hold for half a second.
Pressure off. Now, this is a great one because you can do this almost any time. You can do this at work, and that's why it's great when you can get to this point. Like I had a guy the other day who he could do this one right away, and he loved this one.
Yeah.
And he was a truck driver. He'd get out of his truck, and he'd do that one. I mean, it's a great one to do.
Probably had him do it before he got in the truck too, right? This is a little variation. Just take a towel or a belt or something, you go around here and you put some pressure there and then use that for support.
And then you can work up and down the spine.
Yep. I think we have that in another video.
That's a good one to do. I always
feels
forget
good
about that
too.
Because what I do, I got flexibility. I just take my fists and I put them up like this, and I even do up higher.
Yeah. You ever get the crack?
Oh, crack, just cracked right there.
That's fun.
So yeah. All right, we're going to show, if you could throw us the spine now. We're going to show why we're trying to do this.
And you know that most herniated discs are people in 40 and over, which is a good point because you're going to want to subscribe to us right here.
You're going to subscribe to us if you're 40, 50 or over, because we're going to provide you information on how to stay healthy and fit and pain-free.
Right.
And get pain-free if you're
Right.
hurting.
Stay
So,
moving.
all right, Nancy, can you bring us some coffee?
Oh, we need a coffee table.
Yeah, we need a coffee table.
All right.
Actually, this isn't what, we're not going to drink coffee right now. What these are mugs that are shaped like vertebrae. So, Brad, you're pretty good at explaining this usually, but you want to start off? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we're looking at a herniated disc. The discs are between the vertebrae. Here's level 4 or level 5 and level 4. Here's the disc between. This red one represents the injured disc. This bulge right here, can you see that? Get zoom. That's the herniation. It's a bulge in the disc. The disc has fluid, not necessarily fluid, but like
a viscous, like toothpaste almost.
Right, material inside. The outside is a tough material. It's called the annulus. And the bulges, if you're leaning forward too much, it's usually from sitting for poor posture, bending too much, lifting too much, and you get a bulge coming out. That's like that toothpaste material trying to get out of there. And this is a really good
herniation is beyond the bulge. And the problem, the reason it becomes a problem, you see this yellow thing right here, these yellow, those are nerves. They're cut off here. Those nerves go all the way down into your legs, and that's what can give you pain.
Yeah.
But let's show on the model, Brett. Can you turn it the other way so it's the same direction?
Sure, you bet. Okay, this is L5 vertebra, this is L4, and this represents the disc.
And the disc is a shock absorber, as you can see. Watch how it bounces along here.
So when you're running or walking, you get a little shock absorber, and that's why you can bend and twist your spine.
It gives you a little height, and it's good for, it's filled with, like we said, a fluid.
Right. It allows mobility in the spine, otherwise your back would be like a 2x4.
And this is a healthy disc right now.
Right.
And when you bend forward on a healthy disc, there's no problem.
Right.
But when you bend forward, so again, this would be going like, I'm bending like this.
Yep.
That's what this is.
Right.
Okay?
Now, if you bend forward too much, you have a problem, a lesion, they call it in your disc. This is what can happen. It can start to bulge. Can you zoom right in on that, Nancy? And that bulge happens to be pushing right into that nerve Bob was talking about, and that's going to create pain. Now, a herniation is a real bad bulge like this. And we've got to get that to come back and get back in where it belongs. And you're going to do that by doing the exercise.
Right. So when I bend forward, that causes the bulge to go out or the herniation to go out. When I go back the other way, the idea is you're trying to push that right back in.
Right. Not always as easy as it sounds. No. Sometimes it works really good, it's really fun. Other times you got to work with it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of times if you can't do it on your own, you may want to get a therapist that's been trained in the McKenzie method.
Right.
McKenzie.
Yeah, we talked about.
Yeah, Robin McKenzie. Yeah. He's the one that came up with this technique. So.
All right.
Good luck. If you have any comments below, we'll try to answer them.
Yeah, absolutely.